Good to go? Little mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
My brother. Cheese.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, my bro. Little full tracksuit and that, yeah?
Oh, we're filming?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know, I just sort of mic checked it and we're on. Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground.
Oh, we're here for the Stomping Ground, everybody.
You love a bit of the Stomping Ground.
How did our last interview do?
Done really well yesterday. Yeah. Not
what are we up
quite
to,
on
like
IFL
20,000?
levels. No, 30k.
Yeah?
Yeah. Second.
I mean, absolutely massive for you to get me. Like, what I might do is stop doing interviews for the Stomping Ground just for a couple of weeks, just to.
I don't think DAZN would like that, Edward.
Ooh, you're going to get me into trouble with DAZN because you're well powerful there, aren't you? Fuck's sake.
How are you, mate?
I'm absolutely fantastic. I am so pumped for this show tomorrow night because I love sitting down when I know every fight is really competitive. Like from Nico Leviar's kicking off the main show in a 50-50 to Campbell Hatton against Jimmy Joe Flint, which I cannot wait for.
Good crack, that.
Yeah. Troy against Ishmael, which we'll come on to as well. Terry Harper against Sandy Ryan, what a fight. And I think Dalton Smith's in right deep, to be honest with you. And I think we're going to find out what we've got, which I believe is a future world champion. But tomorrow will tell us a lot about what we need to know.
Well, before we do a proper run through of the card tomorrow night, I thought I'd clear something up, because when I pop to the pub in Cirencester or something like that, it's like, oh yeah, no, you're the geezer that's like, sometimes it's Parsons, and that's nice, and sometimes it's, you're Eddie Hearn's mate. Well, I'd just like to clarify, right?
So you're not my mate. I'm happy to clarify that.
Yeah, we can definitely clarify that. But the other thing is, since the old men's health shoot, I don't know what's gone on, because used to be, we'd be up on a fight week, you wouldn't have, not saying you ain't got loads on, but there'd be a little gym
Are you
session
getting to
there.
the fact that, again, today,
fact, like,
you DM me
always
saying,
delivered
do you
on
fancy
scene?
a gym session
Because
tonight?
what happened, we used to.
Yes,
Used to be a little gym link
but
up.
that's like...
Yeah, but now you're so like...
But now, of course, the physical specimen that I am, it's a little bit like, I don't know, Ronaldo, yeah?
Are you comparing yourself to Cristiano Ronaldo?
From a wellness perspective, yes.
Oh my God.
But it's a bit like Ronaldo. You know, like the guy that Ronaldo used to play football coming through in Portugal on a Sunday, right? Who never really had any ability and then just basically evaporated into the hemisphere of irrelevance, yeah? That's like you asking me to go to the gym with you.
What, because I'm obviously so, like now obviously I'm doing the marathon, because I'm
but we're
so
not
far
talking
ahead,
we're not talking about it. When
so
I'm training
far
with
ahead of
Kai
you in like
and I'm doing my S&C, my calisthenics, you know, my, you know, all that kind of stuff, I don't want to be on the bench press lifting big plates and then you come along and they have to take the entire plates off and it's just the bar. It's like, it's so time consuming.
So that's the reason.
In fact, I'll be honest with you.
Go on.
The only use you would have is if you actually were a barbell for the night. So you could actually lay there and hold, we could put some on your feet and one on the other end, because that you're about the weight of the bars that I'm lifting these days.
It's better than the boy used to be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I'll tell you what, tonight, I believe Kai is coming.
Yeah.
You've probably already DM'd him because you're such a pest.
Did you see the selfie you put up this morning? It was a bit
naughty,
like,
wasn't it?
Chill out, mate.
I know. Yeah.
Give it a rest.
I think we need to have a word with him about that. Decent pump.
I know.
I hate vain people in the gym. Tonight you can come to the gym.
I actually might not be able to tonight.
Oh.
Filming a podcast and having a few pints with Ollie McBurney, the Sheffield United striker. We're multi-sport, Eduardo.
What a shame.
I know, but we've got the Fight Day 5K, which
Tomorrow,
I don't even know if I'm competing.
I'm only doing a slow one.
Because I'm injured.
Got some new shoes, actually, courtesy of Everlast, the Vaporfly 3s.
Oh, I've got them.
Yeah.
We've upgraded to the new jetpacks.
The yellows?
Yeah, no. Oh,
I've got
you got
the
the
fluorescent,
horrible...
yeah.
Oh, I've
I
got
like
like the original OG.
Can I just say as well, when we're talking about tracksuits, yeah, this little number, obviously
you are
Everlast.
44.
Doesn't matter. Everlast are our... At the end of the day, I'm 44, right? How old are you?
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
I'm 44.
Yeah.
At no point in your life so far have you been anywhere near as cool, anywhere as near as slick, or anywhere as handsome, obviously, as me. So age is irrelevant. It's about levels.
Yeah, but when you're donning a full... what colour would you even
Cream.
call that?
What do you mean, what colour?
Is it cream?
Let me tell you something. True story.
Oh, God, here we go. That's what you said.
When I wore the green Everlast Greatness Comes From Within hoodie for the Katie Taylor weigh-in, the sales for the next 2 days spiked. I don't know the official stats, and I like to exaggerate. I would say 800%.
800%?
Yeah, I mean, definitely 100%, but call it 800%. I guarantee you, because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to post the link to buy this hoodie and this tracksuit on my story. I guarantee you, this will be sold out by Monday.
And do you know what that is? The Generali effect. Right, let's go into it. Saturday night.
I thought we'd finished. What do you mean, what we got to go into?
No, because the card.
Come on then.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Lovely main event.
Yeah.
WBC silver title.
Yeah.
Big step up. And then after this, properly looking on to some of them world honours.
Yeah, I mean, when you beat... There is absolutely no one who can deny Jose Zepeda is top 15 in the world. Like, beaten Barancic. I thought beat Jose Ramirez. Knocked out Jose Vargas, who's top ranked, top prospect at MSG. Like, quality fighter. If you beat him, and obviously with the WBC silver title on the line, you'll go in top 5 with the WBC. With that belt potentially becoming vacant, what an opportunity for Dalton Smith. You know, you've got Sandor Martin there's going to fight somebody. And if we could get that fight next for the world title, it'd be massive. So, big fight. Sometimes you bring over a name because they've got name value, but they're not very dangerous. This guy's dangerous. He can really punch. And Dalton likes to excite, he likes to trade, got to stay switched on, and looking forward to seeing him in deep tomorrow night.
I'm going to be a little bit snidey. I'm going to shout out Matthew Lenahan, who's down here. I didn't know until I saw it on my Twitter this morning. He mentioned it to me yesterday. Victor Conte's Twitter account. I don't know if you've seen it. I was going through it this morning. It's the funniest thing ever.
The Twitter
you
account?
You are tagged in every single one.
Yeah. What do you think it's all about?
No, but this is really for like. Have you seen how non-stop it is? So he wants you to enrol in VADA testing.
Because I went to him. Yeah, you paid a fee. I'll enrol. Like, I don't really want VADA coming around my house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So this is the thing. So is he expecting you to do a presser in Saudi and have VADA at your door before the?
Well, you have to do whereabouts, don't you? But as if I'm going to, then you know.
But every single
it's weird,
thing.
Isn't it? What do you think it's all about?
I don't know, but you're tagged in every single one of these tweets.
But at what point does it become dangerous?
No, this is quite weird.
Yeah, but what point does it...
Hi, Eddie Hearn, what happened to you? You said...
But did you see the one where he goes, all of a sudden Eddie Hearn started growing muscles? I was like, oh, thank you very much, Victor. But, yeah, quite a few people have asked me to contact the police, and I was just joking about it, and they went, no, seriously. They said, it's giving creepy stalker vibes. I don't know if it's true, but someone went round to Victor Conte's house, allegedly, the other day, and there was posters up around the whole house of me on my Men's Health cover shoot. Right?
So just to clarify for him, are we or are we not Eddie Hearn?
No, I mean, not being funny. Like, I've got myself in okay shape. If I was taking what do you mean? If I was taking performance-enhancing drugs, it would be the worst supply of them of all time. Because you don't have to worry.
That's probably the least egotistical thing you've ever said.
Maybe I'm just covering it. Oh. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Stephen Espinoza is now consulting Al Heyman on the Amazon Prime deal. They're expecting 12 to 14 this year, pay-per-view and non-pay-per-view.
Oh, non-pay-per-view as well?
Yes.
I didn't know it was non-pay-per-view. I just thought that it was pay-per-view. Because they haven't had a non-pay-per-view show yet. Stephen Espinoza, great boxing brain. You know, sometimes we've had our back and forth, but, you know, very knowledgeable guy about the boxing industry. Amazon, great platform. I think what you need is content. You need the regular subscription shows away from the pay-per-view nights, because I think if you're just doing pay-per-view, I mean, if you look at Tim Tszyu against now Fundora, that's pay-per-view on Amazon. I mean, it's arguably a normal show main event. But I wasn't aware that there are non-pay-per-view shows. I just presumed every show has to be pay-per-view. And, you know, they've got a big fight with Canelo. I know it's shared with DAZN. But still, that's a good fight for Amazon. And I think Tank's fighting in June, is he, or something like that? So, look, I think smart people Al Heyman, Stephen Espinoza, and big platform. So I think I think it can go well. I want it to do well. I would love to see boxing succeed on Amazon. Netflix have got one coming up. It's great for boxing.
Lawrence Okolie fights for the Bridgerweight world title in Poland. Is it a real world title? Could you call him a 2-time world champion? What are your thoughts of it all?
I mean, I don't really class Bridgerweight as a weight division for world championships because there's only one governing body that does it.
WBA now.
What's it called? It's not Bridgerweight.
No, but it's 225.
It's not Bridgerweight though. So your question was, is Bridgerweight a world championship?
Okay, is the 225-pound division
I don't think so.
Inclusion?
But you have to call it. And look, I'm not knocking the WBC. They do amazing things in boxing, but I just don't. The problem is there's no world, like, with all due respect to Lucas Rosansky, he's not a world-class fighter, right? Lawrence obviously was, but I feel a bit sad for Lawrence. I've got to be honest with you, because we were in such a great position, looking to defend again or unify, and I really feel like we could have done that, gone to heavyweight and had a decent future, but his career's just gone, all over the gaff. So look, hopefully he can go to Poland and win the Bridgerweight title, and I'd like to see him up at heavyweight.
A couple more quick ones. Francis Ngannou, I've not touched on his comments with you about the whole thing, him being set up, him having to be there really early, and I know you've just weird.
But look, do you know what it is? Sometimes, as a fighter, because it's a very tough sport, in the ring, out the ring, victories, defeats. You get people in your ear and you're searching. So he's searching for a reason that he lost, rather than just going, I'm not really a boxer and I fought probably the best heavyweight in the world and he smashed me, like he was just much too good. But I did well against Fury and I'm going to come again, and I made a load of money. He's going, why did I lose? I don't understand it. I didn't quite feel myself in there. And he's probably got someone right around him, might be a trainer or something like that, going, hey Francis, what it was, is they brought you to the arena early and that really drained you. When you were sitting on the sofa, they really wore you out there, that was terrible. Basically, what people don't understand is you get given a time to be at the venue. You can change that time. Obviously, broadcasters, the organisers, they don't want you there late, but you don't want to get there late. But some people like to be there 3 hours before their fight. Some people like to be there an hour and a half before their fight. We got the same time as Francis Ngannou to go to the venue. If we were late or we came later, we were either late or we changed it ourselves because we didn't want to get there that early. It's called having knowledge. It's called having a team. No one was trying to. He said people were trying to play games with him. Who? We weren't involved in telling Francis Ngannou what time to be at the venue, so it weren't us. Who's playing games? You make yourself sound silly. Just say, I got smashed to pieces, fair play, life goes on.
Ebony Bridges had a few sort of digs, I suppose, that I think one of them was that your purses that you're offering are insulting, and she wants to beat up Astrid Wet. Are you aware of Astrid Wet?
Yeah, I've heard, I got asked a question yesterday. Obviously that's not a fight that we're interested in, and we've had a brilliant run with Ebony. Like, she's, she lost, I got her a world title shot out of nowhere to fight Shannon Courtenay, then got her another world title shot in Leeds as the A-side. She done brilliant when she stopped Shannon O'Connell. She had a poor performance in America, but she still got the opportunity to go and fight on a card full of 15,000 in San Francisco. And, obviously we have to make offers to fighters that reflect our opinion of them being a viewership and subscription driver, bums on seats, all of this stuff. And sometimes the fighter, which they have every right to do, doesn't agree with our evaluation and our number, which is the case here. So, I was disappointed with the comments, but Ebony's got every right to give her opinion of her value in a fight. And if we don't agree, we don't agree, and it doesn't really go anywhere. But I was disappointed with the comments because I think we've done a great job. But it is what it is, and it's just another day in boxing.
Eduardo, thank you for your time. See you bright and early, Fight Day 5K.
See you there. Fight Day 5K tomorrow, and don't forget, tomorrow night live on DAZN. It's a banger, bruv.
Yeah, blood.